Hi, I'm Kristina from Two Peas in a Bucket. It's time for another round of my picks. Here we go. One of my picks this week is, is October Afternoon. October Afternoon has been really a hot collection for Two Peas for quite some time. It doesn't matter what they do. It seems like you guys just love it. Oops, sorry, trying to get my hand on this thing here. This is an older collection. This is a couple different older collections from them. And when I say older, I don't mean, 5-6 years ago. I mean last year. But for us, with everything coming in new all the time, it is a little bit of an older collection. But everybody still orders a ton of it. We like it a lot. It's still really popular. It's got a more muted tones to them. The Hometown collection, the what is this called? Picking Pumpkins, the Weather Vane collection. These are a little bit older. More muted in tone. It's got that really great wood grain on it. What I really like about it is the black, different black and white patterns that it has. I like mixing those up with the different ones, like this great aqua blue. I'm still attracted to that aqua blue. A lot of greens. Here's another one of those really great ledger papers. Here's another one, a ledger paper within this. This is also like their nightlight collection. I really like the different ledger collection papers, or ledgers patterns within collections. I like to use them as both backgrounds and as, cut them out and die cut them, or use my punch to create journaling spots. I just think that's really great. This is a little bit more bright. Okay, so I really like those. I really like that October Afternoon. Of course, I picked a cloud again, and there seems to be a lot of more aqua blue again. I'm sorry about that, but I can't seem to help it. This is another collection that I picked. This is not quite as old. This is the Beloved collection by My Mind's Eye. It was their Valentine's Day collection from this year. These are the B-sides. This is all a tone-on-tone, kind of tealy, more of a rosy pink, not the real bright colors that I've picked for the last few weeks. I really like the kind of hand-drawn look of some of these tone-on-tones. Really nice subtle patterns. I like that a lot. These are the other sides. Also really great. More muted in tone. Again, kind of a hand-drawn look to that squiggle right there. I like these as well, but I really, really like these particular ones. And my other paper collection is a Cosmo Cricket Girl Friday collection. This is also an older collection. It was from last winter, actually. This was probably one of the fastest selling collections at Two Peas. Hundreds and hundreds of this pattern paper went out the door within a matter of hours. This collection is also kind of muted. Again, the aqua blues, the tealies, more of a deeper color rose, some orange, some lime greens within it. This is actually more of a little bit of brighter fuchsia, but got some great patterns on both sides. This one I've seen a lot of people use and cut out the letters to create their title. A great way to use it if you didn't want to use it as the paper. I really like the ledger, of course, and have used it several times. A couple of flowers, a lime green ledger. Another great pattern with another graph kind of paper on the back. Pink with a little bit of orange. There's a little bit brighter orange. And then here is a tealy blue with a lime green. I used all of those different paper collections when I did my sample layout this week. This is actually a backside, the B-side of one of the nightlight ones from October Afternoon. I used it specifically because it says the open road up here, and this photo was taken in Germany where my husband and I were actually driving on the open road visiting castles. So, and I try to keep, the greens and the blues over here and just keep the pink over here. It's not very balanced in that way, but it's what I did, and a little bit more muted. It was raining that day, so this time the cloud paper is okay, right? I chose for my letter stickers this week is the Salutations from American Crafts. This is a fabric covered chipboard. It's a little bit more washed out black. You can kind of see how thick the letters are. They're great, but they don't stick up too much on your page. They don't create too much of a 3-dimension. I like this font. I like that it's cursive. Kind of creates a different look within the title. And as promised, I picked out the Shindig flocked letter stickers from Doodlebug this week. You can see the ones I used on here. I like, again, the different font, and you can use uppercase and lowercase, and it creates a little bit of different texture and dimension. It's a really rich black, but I didn't add a lot of dimension, and it's not going to create too much space within my page protector and my layout. And again, I picked out some more of the little mini letter stickers. This one only has 2 sheets from American Crafts. It's a chickadee. They're all uppercase. You don't have any font differences or anything, and it's kind of glossy. And then I picked this one, which is from their baby collection from last year. And it's actually a book. So you get both uppercase and lowercase, and you get a lot of different pages. So you have a lot of value in this one right here. You can use it in a lot of different ways. I like to use it for those in-between words like the in and the thes. All those different kind of things. I think it's great, and especially if you really like the mini letter stickers, this one has a lot of different choices within it. Another thing I picked this week are the Studio Calico rub-ons. I used one of them on here. It's really hard to see behind my title as a border. I'm not usually much of a rub-on person, have a harder time using them. But they came out with some really interesting different rub-ons, some different color choices too, an orange and a gray and a lime green with a wood grain. There's some with buttons. Let's get that glare off there. Another orange buttons, some doilies. It kind of goes with some of their paper collections that they've chosen. So these were kind of fun, especially if you really like the borders and the doily borders that are really popular right now. Another thing that I picked was actually an older product from Martha Stewart. I've used quite a bit of these over years. I really like the label stickers. This one actually has 2 sheets. One of them has the rectangles with different colors, and then the other side is different sized circles. It went really well with my layout this week and my color choices, because it has a muted pink and the muted teal and some browns. On my layout, I used it to do a date. I like to mix and match different labels for doing all the different kind of stuff. Last thing I picked this week, which I wasn't going to pick anything new, but I couldn't resist because it just came in to the store, is the fabric backed paper, adhesive fabric paper from the Dear Lizzy collection. We had fabric paper a few years ago, so this isn't necessarily new as a product type, but the Dear Lizzy collection from American Crafts has been really popular, really nice colors. They actually would have matched really well to my layout this week. I can think of all different kind of things to do with this. I was chatting with Melanie this morning about different ways. If you could rip it, you could die cut it. I was curious to see what people were going to do with it. Cover a chipboard album, mist it, do different all kinds of things. Some really cute patterns. This one I actually attempted to rip to see if it would rip. It didn't rip very well because it has adhesive on the back. So it kind of, I guess it would really depend on, see, it started to rip the adhesive off right there. What you were going to try and do with it. But I think it would be really fun, and I look forward to seeing what people are going to do with it. And I also threw these in here. These are some of the thicker stickers that went with the Dear Lizzy collection. Some really cute colors, again, like muted pink. I love that each of these icons has a pattern to them. I love the hearts. I'm really into hearts right now. And you can kind of see the little cherries and strawberries. I love this word. This right here was really intriguing to me, and if I'd had this earlier in the week, I probably would have thrown that on my layout. A little chipboard, glittered, loop-de-loop kind of a border. I would love to have just a whole page of just loop-de-loop borders. I think that's really cool. So those are my picks for this week. Next week I'm probably going to throw in some of this Tattered Angels. I haven't ever misted before, but I decided to just kind of try misting with some of my scraps from my layout. I'm kind of liking it. I think I may have to do this a little bit more. If I had tried it before I'd finished my layout, I actually may have thrown some mist on this just to give it a shot. So watch for that for next week. Until then, bye.